channel. This is Zona again. Today I'm going to discuss the price increases, how many percentage increase of the Chanel bags in United States and also in Europe. I will also voice out my opinion on why they think they did the price increase, as well as if the bags are still worth to buy. Make sure you stay tuned until the very end of the video. I will also show you what are the two bags that I highly recommend for Chanel. I'm also gonna discuss how I feel about them increasing the price during this pandemic season. I hope you stay up to the very end of the video, and if you feel that I deserve a like, please feel free to hit the thumbs up button down below, and hopefully you subscribe and share my channel to your friends. So why do I think that Chanel increased the price of their bags? In my opinion, Chanel have done the price increase of this bag because it's for their best business interest. With big companies, usually they have business analysts in their company that would advise on what to do, and at this uncertainty, I'm sure that this is the best decision that they think they made for their company to survive, and so they decided to increase the prices. Although it's really hard for us average people like me and most of us here, I think that really likes the bag. I mean, buying the bag is just really expensive, and it's almost like price of a car in some occasions. 7,000 and up is a lot of money for a lot of us that love Chanel and want to own a bag. It's quite hard to fathom these prices for just a single bag costing thousands of dollars. I guess for the ultra rich, it doesn't really matter to them with all these price increases, because obviously they have a lot of money to buy and they buy what they want to buy. But for most of us, this is quite painful, because almost a lot of women wants to own a Chanel bag, and luxury buying is really driven by emotions, not more so by analytical and logical thinking. So when we buy luxury, it's just something that we really love and we really want, but we really don't need. To have this really huge price increase, it makes us step back a little and think about it before really going for it. So I think a lot of us are feeling that way right now. I think if I were to buy another Chanel bag, it has to be something that I really, really love and I want to keep for a long time. But sometimes it's hard to decide whether the bag is gonna be a forever bag for you, because our taste also changes. And seeing in the secondhand market, these Chanel bags, sometimes they are higher than what you bought it for because of the price increase every year. But then it's so hard to buy pre-loved because you don't know if the bag is really authentic. And it's a lot of scam going on right now. And with all this crisis happening, I could see there's gonna be more scam going on in the market. So we have to be very careful. And so I just feel like it's still worth it to buy the bag if you have extra money that you don't need, and the style is something that you really, really want, and the quality as well has to be there. I'm actually kind of thinking more of probably my next bag would be a Moynat bag or an Hermes bag, because I'm not 100% sure about the quality of the recent bags that Chanel made, and I heard that it's being mass produced compared to Hermes and Moynat. They have artisans that really handmade the bag. So I'm considering really for my next purchase, I'd probably get the Gabrielle bag from Moynat, or one of the bag from Moynat or from Hermes, just because I think Chanel is overpriced. And if I am to buy another Chanel bag, I have to really fall in love with it, and I have to see the quality. But the problem is sometimes you really don't know if it's in best condition until you actually bought it and try the bag on and see the wear and tear for these bags, and you won't know this until down the road. So it's a big decision to make I'm willing to hear what you have to say regarding this price increase. Hopefully you comment down below. I want to know what you think. I want to know what your plans are. Are you still going to be buying Chanel bags, or you're just going to go and see other brands as well? I know some people are such a die-hard Chanel fan, but I am not like that. I like to try different brands, and I like to remake my collection to where I have classic style for each brand. So I still have a good amount of bag collection, but I don't want it to be too much. Right now, I can't even handle what I have. I have some bags that I haven't even worn at all since I bought it. That's what my opinion is, and I just think that possibly Chanel wants to recover from what they've lost from the couple months of the shutdown, and now that some of the stores are opening, so they decided to increase the price, thinking that this is good for their business. We really don't know what's going on with the company, and they're the only one that knows what exactly is going on and why they made this decision. But what I know is it is very painful to a lot of us, and I'm not sure how this will pan out. We'll see what will happen. Well, really, you only need just 2 bags from Chanel. If you are somewhat minimalist and you just want 2 or 1 bag for each brand, and you were to decide what bag to buy from Chanel, I highly recommend a small bag, mini rectangular. I really like this. This is one of my top mini bag. However, I noticed on this one, a second time I took it out with me, I kind of touched it very lightly in my car. It already got a scratch on the turn lock, and I knew exactly when I kind of swipe it in my car. It wasn't like a very strong swipe, but this thing is very delicate. The hardware is very delicate, so I did not like that part, and I'm not sure, but overall I really like the bag, but I just have to be careful with the gold hardware. I just think that the older Chanel bags have a more durable quality, is much better on the older bag, and their hardware is much better from my experience in the past. And this one right here is just so delicate, so but it's still undoubtedly a really nice bag to have. So this one is made out of lambskin, and it looks really classic. I think it's not a bad idea to have one of this small Chanel bag, and my favorite size, the jumbo bag. This one is very new. I have not taken this out yet since I bought it. I'm planning to wear this next week at my brother's event. So this is going to be the first time I'm gonna be taking this out. I think this one is a must-have if you just want one Chanel bag. So this one is just the holy grail of Chanel, and I think gold and black is just a perfect combination. This one is in a caviar leather, and it's so brand new. I got this from Paris, January of this year for my birthday. It's just so adorable. I really like it. I like the gold hardware. I hope that this is going to be a good quality. And I'm so happy that I got this before the price increase, and buying this in Paris saved me more money because of the tax refund, and it's a lot cheaper to buy in Paris. Like I've been saying in my other videos, that I am planning to go to Paris again if I am to buy an expensive bag, because I think it's worth the trip to go there. The money that I'm gonna save for taxes, I could use it to fly. But then this pandemic happened, and I don't know, I'm just so scared to fly. So I think I'll be stuck here for a long while before I start traveling again. I care a lot for my health, so shopping is just another thing for me, but the health is number one. So let me know what you think. Write a comment down below which is your favorite Chanel bag and what would you recommend if you were just to have one of this bag. So seems like, of course, like we all know, the CAVIAR is more durable and hard wearing than the lambskin, and the lambskin is such a luxurious bag. The feel of the leather looks so expensive and it's very delicate. It's really nice to have in a small size because I feel that you could handle this better and you're less likely to break it apart. I mean, than the bigger one, because the bigger one can easily bang into a wall and wherever else and can easily be scratched because it's just so big. If you have a smaller bag, it's easier to handle. And with this price increase, I think Chanel would probably lose a lot of their customers. In the recent years, a lot of us are buying the Chanel bags, which has never really happened decades ago. It's mostly for rich women and established women to buy these expensive bags. But recently, in the past few years, there's been a lot of us that could afford to buy these bags. And Chanel became almost like a bag of the masses because there's just so many is buying the bag. So they have a lot of customers, and sometimes they probably couldn't even handle the demand because even just these two bags, it's so hard to get and they are always out of stock, especially this Chanel Mini. So they probably think that even if they increase the price, they would still get customers to buy them, but then there will be lesser demand and probably it will balance out their production, especially that a lot of companies right now are predicting that they will have very limited production with all the changes and the trade wars going on. So it will be probably hard for Chanel to mass produce this bag. So they decided on the route to increase the prices so that they could still get some kind of that profit that they had when they were selling a lot of them, and versus now that they're probably gonna be selling less of them, but then at a higher price, they could still kind of get their balance sheet in a good position as to how much profit they want to get from these products. Their production will match the demand, and so they'll balance it out, and at the same time they will still make the money that they want, or probably even more by increasing the price. So there might not be long waits for bags because there will be less competition. We don't know, but if the market gets better again and we all have good jobs, high-paying jobs, and more businesses for a lot of us, then probably it will be a good thing for them that they raise the price, because obviously for a lot of women, they still love Chanel. And so I think what they did on raising the price is a win-win situation for them, because obviously businesses exist to make money, and that's why they are in business, to make money and not to lose their company. And they would do everything they can to first take care of themselves. So on a business perspective, I feel that they're doing the right thing for them and for their own company. So that is what I think. However, for us, it is sad for us that it's not gonna be that our frequency of buying a Chanel bag will probably slow down because the price is just so high. Unless if you started making more money, you work harder, you make more money, then it will be easier for you to just pay the price, you see. So it's probably a good thing to challenge yourself to work harder, improve your career, and so you could afford whatever price they want for their bags, for the bags that you like. So it wouldn't matter anyway if you're making a lot of money. So I guess it's quite a good and a bad thing if you look at it in different angle and then sit down and see for yourself what can you take from this, how do you feel about this, and decide what you want to do. And probably this will give you an inspiration to keep going and go after your dreams, make more money so you can buy more Chanel bags. That's not a bad thing. It's always good to keep stepping up, you know, your game so that you could be a better person and better in your career, and you give a good contribution to your community with what you can do to help. So and then you reward yourself with the Chanel bag. So here's my jumbo Chanel bag. As you can see, this doesn't really look good to wear as a shoulder bag. Even as a crossbody, it is still quite long on me. It's really long, so it sits below my hips. So I wouldn't be comfortable wearing it like this because I might bump it easily and it will get scratches all over. This is the perfect way to wear it for me, at least with my height. I just really love the size of this bag. It's just so nice. I don't find it heavy. It's just perfect for my physique, and the size is really perfect for me. I love this jumbo size.